Now on CoastTV News.
Lewis fights flooding. Efforts to protect Lewis wetlands from development and flooding. What these environmental safeguards mean for the community. Biking in Milford. Public input being sought on bike safety. The changes aimed at protecting cyclists and pedestrians near Milford High. And wage controversy. Ocean City reacting to a proposed $15 minimum wage for tipped workers. The potential impact on restaurants and their employees.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Wetlands in the Lewis area, a subcommittee looking to protect them from development. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with efforts to update Lewis's ordinance to further protect wetlands.
The Lewis Environmental Subcommittee is working with the Center for the Inland Bays to take extra precautions so wetlands are not harmed as developments grow. As Coast TV's Tori Seagraves shows us why these steps are necessary to do more than preserve a natural beauty.
Zach Boyles lives in Lewis. He says he is no stranger to flooding in the area.
Just living on the beach firsthand, those storms, when they come in, they hit Delaware State Parks first, and we just see like torrential downpours.
Flooding in Lewis has long been a problem, and with more construction creeping into the city, there is a growing need to protect the wetlands that defend the already existing homes and businesses.
Wetlands are hugely important for all of us. People may not realize that they're a great way of storing floodwater. So the more wetlands you have, the less flooding you have in your streets and your homes and businesses.
According to Toulouse, more development can damage wetlands with the spread of dirt, nutrients, and pesticides. Some recommendations for better protections from the inland bays include differentiating between types of wetlands, mandating a wider buffer between construction and wetlands, and adding more native vegetation.
The developers need to be part of that discussion, figure out how to do it the right way, but make sure you do it so that these incredibly important places to all of us persist, because otherwise they will disappear. And we're very afraid of that and are working hard to make sure that doesn't happen.
Because it is a lot easier to maintain existing wetlands than it is to replace, create, or restore these ecological wonders. The Lewis Environmental Subcommittee will be meeting again on February 12th at 1 o'clock to continue the discussion of wetland buffers. I'm Tori Seagraves in Lewis, Coast TV News.
There are rules placed in Lewis to protect wetlands from being harmed by building projects. Based on current wetland codes from the city, they tell builders where they can and can't build, make them check and report on any wetlands before starting work, and stop them from building in certain areas to keep the wetlands safe. There's also a special zone around wetlands where building is limited to help keep the water and land clean and safe for animals and plants.
This brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think should be a priority for Lewis? Let's take a look at the results from earlier this evening.
They've been updated. Nature conservation still a quite large majority here, Charlie, but flood protection is a decent second. Yeah, it feels like a two-horse race here with nature conservation having the lead. You could go vote right now on CoastTV.com or use our Coast TV mobile app. In traffic news, there is a continued closure on West Maryland Avenue between Route 1 and Island Street. That closure will run through this Thursday. The purpose of the closure is to install new drainage. Hopefully, that's going to improve flood-prone areas. Detours will be posted. Another scheduled road closure, Cave Neck Road between Diamond Farm Road to Hudson Road in Milton, will be closed starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow for a failing crossroad pipe, which you can see here. The closure will go through Friday evening on February 9th. There's an update on the Millsboro bypass. Officials from DelDOT will be at the town's library tomorrow to answer questions about the progress of that road work. Ground was broken last April for the long-awaited construction to create a two-lane road between Route 113 and Route 24. Construction is expected to be completed sometime in 2025. This meeting will be 6:30 p.m. Those who live in Milton, mark your calendars for March 2nd. It's your chance to vote in the town council's election. It's being held at the Milton Fire Department. The election is from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. there on the 2nd. This year, Frederick Harvey and Lee Rivas Plank and Aaron Willis are competing for 2 spots on council. If you can't make it election day, you can request an absentee ballot. That's due by March 1st.
A Milford man has been arrested for burglary on Saturday afternoon. The department said 21-year-old Emerson Hernandez has been caught and arrested for breaking into a house and causing some damage. It took place on Carlisle Lane. Officers say that they found Hernandez and the homeowner inside, but managed to arrest Hernandez easily. They say it turns out he knew the homeowner and got in by climbing through a window. Police say he now has to stay in jail unless he can pay bail, and he's not allowed to contact that homeowner. Let's take a live look outside right now. The Ocean City area, we're still hanging on to just like a fraction of light there as we turn things over to our meteorologist, Alex Seymour.
Yeah, we've got a pretty decent evening out the door. I mean, just take a look at this view as I take a live look out on our Tindo's Casual Furniture camera at the Ocean City Art League. Beautiful view of that sunset this evening over those wetlands on the Assawoman Bay. Gorgeous view. It is chilly out there. We are seeing those temps in the mid to upper 30s across the region, so you do want to bundle up, but it is a pretty decent evening to spend some time outside. It's dry. We've got those clear skies, and we're going to continue with those dry conditions over the next several days. A little bit breezy, though, right along the immediate coastline, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds, so wind chills low 30s at the beaches. Skies completely clear. They're going to remain clear throughout the evening hours. Dog walking forecast, clear skies, temps falling into the low 30s. Tomorrow, another beautiful day. Lots of sunshine. Good day to spend some time outside. Maybe head out to some of our state parks if you have the day off or you're available to. We're going to see clear skies all day long as those temps, they're going to be climbing into the low 40s.
Thank you, Alex. New from Indian River School District, the district has been awarded a state teacher residency grant for the 2024 to 2025 school year. The over $400,000 grant will allow the district to host up to 20-year-long teacher residents. The district says it will partner with the Delaware Technical and Community College, the Relay Graduate School of Education, and University of Delaware. Teacher residents will be placed at various schools, including North Georgetown and East Millsboro Elementary Schools.
Keeping the topic on Indian River School District, the Board of Education is looking for interested candidates to fill 2 vacant seats in District 1 through June 30th. Interested candidates should contact Superintendent Jay Owens and Jennifer Troublefield. Candidate filing forms and letters of interest need to be submitted by 4 p.m. on February 16th.
The city of Milford is continuing their effort to make the North Walnut Street and North Rehoboth Boulevard safer, and people say it's long overdue. Live in Milford is CoastTV's Charles Reiner. Charles, the city's been reviewing this stretch of road now for a while.
Charlie, I was out here at the intersection earlier this afternoon, right after school let out. And let me tell you, it was a complete free-for-all. There was kids walking all over the place, trying to get home after school, still with the school bags on their backs. There's a lot of people on bikes trying to get from point A to point B, and just in general, a lot of cars on the road here at this pretty busy intersection. Now, the city is hosting a public open house tonight at the Public Works facility to show off the different options to make getting around here on foot or bike safer. And one person I spoke with today said this is a great idea, especially with Milford High and Central Academy so close by.
People who have just turned into their teen years attending the Central Academy, and there are students who are high school students who also walk to school. Plus there are teen drivers, and they're just learning the rules of the road, so they need to kind of be able to have some safety protection there as well.
We'll have more on CoastTV News at 11. I'm Charles Reiner, live in Milford tonight, CoastTV News.
Thank you, Charles. Here are some things for you to know, especially for history buffs in Sussex County. I'm a history buff. First, the Tunnel West Preservation Project is making progress. According to the town of Ocean View, the Civil War era house is located on Central Avenue and is an important part of the historic village. You can see the renovation photo of the house on your screen here. The town says through grants and community donations, the house was able to get a much-needed makeover. The project is to help restore the house to preserve history and make important repairs.
Cape Henlopen State Park is preparing for summer. Starting tomorrow, the main beach boardwalk at the McBride Bathhouse that's going to close for repairs. Park officials say don't worry, the beach will remain accessible from the north and south access at Main Beach, Point Comfort, Fort Miles, and also Herring Point.
In your regional news, a motion has been filed to push back a preliminary hearing for Carlos Ayala, a man from Salisbury and the son of Mitzi Perdue, for his alleged involvement in the January 6th Capitol riots in 2021. According to court documents, the U.S. Attorney for D.C. and lawyers for Ayala jointly asked a judge to move back the February 8th hearing to an undecided date, somewhere between March 14th and the 18th. The documents go on to say that both parties need more time to complete, exchange, and review information about the witnesses, along with evidence that both parties plan to present at trial.
Higher salaries, better benefits, and signing bonuses. Sounds great, right? Well, it seems to be working. The Delaware Department of Human Resources has now set consecutive hiring records after a strategic state government workforce recruitment campaign that promotes all of these things. In 2023, more than 4,500 state employees were hired and promoted. That's up 22% since the start of the Carney administration in 2017. In 2022, 4,000 state employees were hired, rehired, and promoted. The aggressive campaign to make state jobs more competitive was a response to a tight labor market after the COVID-19 pandemic.
Officials from Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia are asking for your thoughts on new rules to help keep summer flounder, a popular fish, from becoming too scarce. They're looking at 6 different ways to make sure there are enough flounder for future fishing seasons, especially since they need to cut down on how many are caught by 28% next year. If you want to share your opinion, you have until this Thursday to let them know.
In Maryland, lawmakers are busy as a big deadline approaches Thursday. They are planning to introduce lots of new laws this week, including some ones about stopping crime, other big issues, including rules about who can play in girls' sports, making sure voters show ID, and parental rights. We have a lot more news to get to this evening.
The search is on for the Teacher of the Year in the Indian River School District. Learn about the nomination window and details on eligibility.
Warmer temps will build into the area as we move through the week. I'll let you know just how warm it will get coming up in just a few minutes.
But first, Maryland might be changing the way restaurant servers get paid. How it could affect your wallet. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Window World of Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get premium vinyl insulated siding for only $298.35 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate.
Schedule your appointment today.
Window World of Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get a 10-window package for only $121.81 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Remember, first to call, first to install.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Maryland legislators introduced a bill that would increase the minimum wage for tipped workers to a full $15 an hour, which would eliminate the state's tip credit model.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us how this change might not be as good as some people think.
Janice Chester has been a waitress in Ocean City for years. She fears a new bill in Maryland that would up the hourly wage for servers to $15 an hour would lessen her tips.
If I was making $15 an hour, I wouldn't be able to raise my family and myself as well as I can on my tips, because $15 an hour after taxes is taken out is about $8 an hour, let's be real, and I can't do anything with that.
According to the Fair Wage Act of 2024, all Maryland employers, regardless of size, must pay workers the state minimum wage of $15 an hour. Restaurants are already required by law to pay tipped employees the difference if they don't earn $15 an hour between the base $3.63 an hour plus tips. Under the Fair Wage Act, workers would make $15 an hour plus tips. Ray Darty says that would be way too expensive for his local business.
I'd have to cut my staff. I can't pay servers $15 an hour plus tips, plus kitchen staff more than that, and stay in, economically in business. It's not going to work. I have to cut back my staff and maybe change my system where it's more self-serve.
Many in the restaurant industry envision owners adding service charge to each check to help pay the extra wages.
I think the owners too, that'll hurt them too.
With this in mind, servers like Janice are afraid customers won't leave as big a tips if the bill passes as is.
A General Assembly hearing on the proposed One Fair Wage Act of 2024 will be held on February 14th. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
While we remain quiet for several more days, rain looks to return to the area over the weekend on time out the arrival of that wet weather. Coming up just after the break.
When your job feels humdrum, you can still find that fun. I take a chance, I do. Or you spend the whole day working that 5-game parlay.
I'll take Philly +2.
When taking a chance becomes a victory dance, it's so fun to do. Or you go money line, it comes through, you feel fun.
More than fun, it's true.
Life would be dull if we never took a chance. Bet Rivers.
Take a chance.
JoJo's in Salisbury serves fresh, homemade food in an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere. Enjoy delicious crab dishes like our colossal lump crab cakes or our creamy crab dip served in a fresh baked bread bowl and the best cream of crab soup in town. Try the new Pineapple Blast or wind down with our wine selection, beer on tap, and other cocktails. Have an event? Reserve your private suite or banquet room today. JoJo's Family Restaurant, where family dines together and dinner tastes better.
Play the Maryland Lottery. Because fun looks good on you. Right now, play our exciting new multiplier scratch-offs for a chance to win up to $2 million.
Here is what we can face together.
Have you told anyone?
It's kind of fun sneaking around. It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
Take the wheel.
Grandma wants to say something.
Let's solve the puzzle. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
You ever interrupt Grandma in the middle of a solve?
Tuesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Have you had your tankless water heater serviced lately? All manufacturers recommend an annual service to be done by a certified specialist, so wait no longer and let Pemberton Appliance take care of your tankless service as soon as tomorrow.
Pemberton Appliance offers a 19-point flush and inspection service that is fast, convenient, and no interruption to your day.
Call today and take advantage of Pemberton Appliance's spring special and have your tankless water heater serviced immediately. Pemberton Appliance, celebrating 20 years in business.
It's another clear evening here along the coast as we take a live look out on our Gateway Subaru camera at the Commander Hotel in Ocean City. Pretty quiet evening there in OC. Pretty chilly also. Temps sitting right around 38 degrees. You do want to bundle up if you are planning on spending any time outside this evening, but I wouldn't blame you if you want to spend some time outside. I would encourage it actually, because it's not that often that we get this clear weather, this quiet weather that we've been seeing over the last several days. So you got to get outside and enjoy it while it lasts. We are going to be looking towards a pattern change as we head later on in the month. Temperatures across the region, mid to upper 30s across the area. 38 degrees in Bethany Beach, is 39 in Rehoboth Beach, 35 in Milton, 36 degrees currently in Georgetown. The winds light inland, 5 miles per hour or less. Really not a huge deal. Right at the immediate coastline though, Rehoboth Beach, 15 mile per hour winds, 14 mile per hour winds in Bethany Beach. So it is a little bit breezier, so it's going to feel a little bit chillier. So probably want to add that extra layer in Rehoboth Beach or in Bethany Beach if you walk out on those boardwalks. Skies completely clear. We're going to continue with these clear skies over the next several days. We have a big sprawling area of high pressure just dominating the weather across the entire eastern half of the United States. That's why you don't see much in the way of cloud cover. And that's going to continue to remain the case over the next couple of days. We can see that on our in-house futurecast. There's just some clouds just off our coast, but they're not really going to be a concern for us. Here on Delmarva, here along our coast, skies remain clear. Temps still cool tomorrow in the 40s, but with the sunshine, with the light winds, it's going to feel pretty nice outside. You're going to want to spend some time outside. As we head towards Thursday, another sunny day. But Thursday is probably going to be even more enjoyable because take a look at this. Our temperatures start to climb. We're going to be talking about temps climbing up into the low 50s by Thursday, and they continue to climb as we head towards Friday and Saturday. And then after that, that's when we start to see that flip. We're going to start to see a little bit of rain shower activity push into the area as we head towards Sunday. We can see Sunday 7:30 in the morning, light rain. Sunday's rain, not a big deal. Quarter inch or less for the most part, and it's just a few widely scattered showers, not anything too widespread. It's once we head towards Monday and Tuesday that things begin to get a little bit more interesting. There's going to be an area of low pressure that moves up the coast, could provide some wintry weather, but what it comes down to is the timing of this storm. A faster storm that arrives on Monday results in all rain. If that storm slows down and cold air is allowed to catch up, we're going to see some wintry weather as we head towards Tuesday. So certainly something to keep an eye on. And then after that, it's going to be turning colder no matter what. We're going to be seeing a pretty significant pattern change. And probably that's going to last a good 4 to 6 weeks. So get ready. Winter is going to return to the area. We haven't seen a whole lot of it recently. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast. Climbing temperatures into the low 60s by Saturday, and then we start to fall, and then we've got that chance of some wintry weather or rain by Tuesday with a yellow alert. And what that yellow alert means is it's just some impactful weather. It's not anything too serious to be concerned about right now, but half an inch to an inch of rain is certainly going to be possible, and we could see some breezy conditions.
Well, at least the weekend looks good. Thank you, Alex. It is National School Counseling Week, and while all you counselors out there helping kids do a great job, it was revealed that Monica Wheatley from Millsboro Middle School is a top 3 finalist for Delaware Counselor of the Year. So congratulations to her and best of luck taking that top spot.
The Indian River School District's Teacher of the Year process is beginning. Nominations are open until March 4th. In order to be District Teacher of the Year, the teacher needs to continue to actively teach in Indian River for the 2024-2025 school year. Teachers recognized of the District Teacher of the Year within the past 3 years, they are not eligible.
Ocean Pines is working to get its finances set for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. In its proposed budget, over $18 million in expenses is what will be on the table. The largest increase is over $500,000 for police, with the biggest reduction occurring for the yacht club at over $79,000. A town hall to discuss the budget that's scheduled for tomorrow.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Tonight, a battle between rivals in Henlopen girls basketball. The top team in the South, Woodbridge, hosts a Seaford Blue Jays squad on a 5-game winning streak. The Blue Jays are 9-6 on the season and led by a dual-headed monster in juniors Amira Tingle and Kamira Cornish-Bain, who have each scored over 200 points this season. On the other side, the Blue Raiders are 11-2 and have not lost since December 29th. Senior Reagan Robinson is fresh off a 50-point performance versus Polytech and is averaging 29.8 points a game. In the first meetup between these teams, the Blue Raiders came out on top 72-48, and Robinson made 10 threes. Watch this game live on DSN right now. To Bayside boys basketball, James M. Bennett and Chrisfield both looking to earn a needed conference win. 4-9 Chrisfield is hoping to bounce back after a loss to Parkside. Over this month, the Crabbers have earned big wins over Mardella and Pocomoke. On the other side, 12-4 Bennett went 1-1 last week, falling to Decatur by only 6 points and defeating Pocomoke by 44. The Clippers are sitting at third in the South. Watch highlights on the final score at 10:30 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
It's time to experience an extraordinary lineup of entertainment at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by the Four Phantoms in concert on February 4th, Wheel of Fortune Live on February 29th, The Simon and Garfunkel Story March 18th, and The Price is Right Live on April 1st. The excitement is building, and now it's your turn to be a part of it. Secure your seats at ococean.com/pack and join us for the most amazing season yet. Don't miss out. Come experience the magic of live performances all in one place at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. See you there.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
No matter what team you're rooting for on Sunday, we all feel better with a win at home. Just like Toyota always wins on the road. And Toyota dealers have more vehicles available now than in recent years, making it a good time to get a great deal. like special financing as low as 4.99% on legendary favorites Camry and Corolla. It's game on at Toyota, official partner of the NFL. Toyota, let's go places.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Get the CoastTV First Alert Weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app. Brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on CoastTV.
The President's Sale starts early at Johnny Janosic. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices, plus 0% APR till 2027, and an extra 15% off. Get this 5-piece dining set for only $988.95. This triple reclining sofa or double reclining sofa with drop-down table, only $899.95. Come in and save today. The President's Sale is going on now at all 4 locations of Johnny Janosic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Well, it's a clear and chilly evening as we take a live look out on our Bay Health Sussex campus camera in Milford. Skies completely clear, and they're going to remain that way for several more days here along the coast. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Sunshine again tomorrow with temps near 44. Remaining mainly sunny Thursday and Friday's temps climb into the low to mid 50s. Low 60s by Saturday. Rain showers on Sunday. Yellow alert day by next Tuesday for rain and wind and some snow. Not anything too serious just yet. That's why it's a yellow alert day, not our normal first alert weather day. And then Valentine's Day, 44 and partly cloudy.
Alex, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.